Welcome back to D-Town TV, the free show for DSLR shooters. My name is RC, and I'm here with Matt Kluskowski. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, good, good. High five!
I was going to throw you off instead of doing the...
I know, I could tell. That's why I did high five.
I'm like, he knew it was coming. But anyway, we're back.
We're back.
Another episode 125. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. I've actually got a product over here that I want to talk about. Kind of here, mostly over there. But before we do any of that stuff, you got to take a look at a grip tip from Mr. Brad Moore. Take a look at this.
Hi everybody, Brad Moore here with another grip tip for D-Town TV. Today, we're talking about my favorite new lighting bag, the Kata PL LW99 rolling organizer case. The thing that I love about this bag is the length. This thing is 42.5 inches long inside, which means I can fit my most used light stand in here, the Avenger A635B. But let's start outside first. Here on the top, we've got a zipper pocket where you can fit pretty much anything that's flat, like a softbox. This one's from Westcott. And I had plenty more room in there, so I could probably fit another one or two in there anyway. Once we get inside here, there's more zipper pockets up here in the top. I've got some grids over here, some lighting gels here, some filters. Velcro's right here in the middle, so if you need two separate pockets, you got them. If not, you got one big one right there. Here in the back, I've got 3 of these light stands right here packed inside. Then I've got 3 mono lights. I've got actually some reflectors underneath them, power cables. And then over here I've got a Ranger battery pack with an extra battery. So there's all sorts of room in here for anything that you might need on location. Here's an extra tip. When you're packing any rolling bag, pack the heavy stuff nearest to the wheels, because whenever you pick it up here, it'll be a lot lighter for you to pick up. So there's actually even more dividers here than what I'm showing, but you know, it's highly configurable. So there's this bag. This one runs for about $550. They also have 2 other bags in this line, the LW97, which is 39 and change inches long inside. It's $450, and the LW88 is 33 inches long. So if you don't need all of this length, if you've got shorter light stands, less lights, whatever, those are available. The 88 is about $400. So check those out. This is my new favorite lighting bag. That's it for grip tips. Thanks.
Well, thank you to Brad Moore, and that's a big bag.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Anyway.
But it's those little things that you think about when you're packing and organizing and all that stuff that make all of the difference when you're carrying gear.
And you don't think about it until you're doing it all the time. That's when you come up with the little tips. Hey guys, we got a very quick break. When we come back, RC's got a little, it's a
show and tell.
Yeah, but I like the concept of it. So we'll be back with that in just a minute here.
Hi, my name's Dave Black. I want to welcome you to our light painting set right here on location. Light painting is one of the most stylized approaches to lighting and photography that there is. It's a very artistic approach. It's not with strobes, large power packs. It's all done with flashlights and mobile light sources. Very stylized, very exciting stuff. You can do it. I can teach it to you right on my video at kelbytraining.com. So come join me at my light painting class.
Welcome. Thought you said I was bringing it back.
No, never mind. It was just me. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to D-Town. You know who he is. You know who I am. And if you don't, it doesn't really matter because we're insignificant in this show.
Compared to Kelby Training.
Compared to Kelby Training. You just saw a little promotional video from one of Dave Black's classes. What's pretty cool is Dave Black is going to be doing a light painting class. So he's done a couple. He's done like objects, then he went up a scale and did people. Now he's going up a scale and doing like buildings. So he's doing light painting out at the Grand Teton National Park in September. So I'm actually going to go. He's teaching another class there, and Kelby Training is going to go along and record part of it. So it's going to be at night, and you'll get the stars and everything. But I'm going to go along and do some shooting too. So
that's going to be a good time. Jealous, jealous, jealous. Hey, I got a couple of things that I'm doing too. I haven't even mentioned that.
I know we should.
I'm missing. All right, so there's a couple of workshops that I'm doing. We'll talk a little bit more about them. You can obviously, if you want to follow any of that stuff, you can go to aboutrc.com or my Google Plus page. But I've got a workshop that I'm doing with Bill Fortney from November 3rd through November 11th. It's an 8-day workshop.
I'll be there for half of it.
I know. So we're doing this workshop in Monument Valley, right? So I've always wanted to shoot Monument Valley. I think it's a great place to go. And for 8 days, we're going to do, what is that called? The Golden Circle? It's like a golden oval, golden spiral, whatever it is. But the
like
Southwest tour.
Yeah.
So it's Page, Monument Valley,
Horseshoe
Bend, all of that stuff. So we're going to 8 days, and I'm just going to be running around teaching photography.
I think Bryce too. If I want to say, I saw Bryce in Bryce Canyon on there
if
too.
you want to take a look at any of this stuff, go to billfortney.com. He's got a website for this, but the easiest way for you to do it is just to check aboutrc.com. That's the best place for you to go. I'll mention all of that stuff. Then I'm also doing a workshop.
That's gonna be cool. Well, I mean, it's 8 days, so it's not just 8 days of shooting, because you're gonna shoot and then you're gonna come back in and do post-processing in the classroom and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the full package. I've done them before with Bill too. Everybody loves them. They lose their mind over going to these classes because you do get that whole package. So.
And then I'm also doing a class over in St. Lucia, but I'm going to talk to you guys about that next week because that's the big experience, and I want to show you pictures. That's going to be phenomenal. I'm doing that with Joe McNally. But take a look at this.
This kind of tails off of what Brad just talked about.
This is one of my favorite things to carry around with me, right? So this is from Elinchrom. This is a Ranger Quadra. And what it does is it gives you the opportunity to have portable batteries for flash. It's got a lot of strengths. One of the biggest strengths that it has is this entire head. So here, if you take a look at this, you could take this entire section. I'm going to go ahead and just open this up right here real quick. That's the size of the head.
Yeah, and I think the part of what we wanted to cover here is if you were to go back and watch, rewatch the video that Brad did, he's got some flash heads inside of that bag.
Right.
They're obviously a lot bigger than this.
Right.
So the question arises, what would you use a system like this for? Because of course Elinchrom and Ranger have a system like this, but there's other companies as well that have similar small portable systems. What would you use a system like this for over what Brad had packed in that bag, the big heads?
Right. So, well, the big heads that you have there, immediately you need power for them. So if you don't have a power pack or if you don't have access to AC power, that's going to be a very, very big problem. Obviously, you get better recycle time, you get more power and all of that kind of stuff out of those. But if you don't have a place to plug them in, you're pretty much done. Now, this is very, very portable, very, very light, and it's battery operated. So this is the battery pack that goes to this. And it'll probably make more sense if I take you over there to that side, because this is kind of where you see a lot of the benefit to it. This is the battery pack, right? So if you put this together, this is what you carry with you.
Go ahead.
So this is 400 watt seconds. So this entire thing is what you carry and you take along with you. Now, the reason that I'm excited about it is because this battery was, when this was all together, this was about 6.8 pounds. They just came out with this battery. This one right here, this one, the smaller one, is a lithium ion battery. Now, you can take a pack. Dude.
Oh my God, it weighs like, it's got
pounds.
less than half.
So now you take this lithium ion pack and you combine it with this. Super lightweight, right?
Yeah.
This is how I would use it. A monopod.
He'd have me carry it around on my shoulder. That's why this handy shoulder strap is here.
But imagine this, dude. Look, you can put this in a book bag. That entire setup can go in a book bag. On top, with your camera, you have 400 watt seconds, and you can go ahead and you can shoot with this kit strapped to you. The beauty of it?
I am the voice-activated light stand.
Move to the right, move to the left, up, down. But very, very lightweight. So I think that lithium ion pack is really, really good. Now you don't need power. Now you have all the power sitting on your shoulders. It's under 5 pounds altogether. And here's the beauty of it. That lithium ion pack gives you twice as many pops. I think it's like 320 than that lead acid battery did.
So what? So you got a system like this. What are some limitations to it? So I've got the big head, and they do. By the way, they do sell portable battery packs for those big heads. Which, by the way, one of those battery packs probably costs what this entire system with 2 heads costs.
That's
and
right.
The portable. I mean, one of those batteries, I mean, they're I don't know, $1,000, $1,500. I mean, sometimes even upwards.
They're very, very big. Well,
So, but you can get portable with that. But what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of having the big flash or the smaller one?
well, the big flash, more often than not, is going to give you more power output. The more power output that you have, the more you can overtake light situations. So overpowering daylight is something that everybody uses, almost kind of like the hallmark for why you would use a big battery or why you would use a big flash with high watt seconds. Usually people throw around numbers like 1,200 watt seconds to kind of overpower light.
Yeah.
Now,
which means nothing to everybody else out there.
right. So what the basic thing for you to understand is just the higher the number, the more power you have to overtake light scenarios. Now, the problem with that is that stuff starts getting very, very expensive, and it becomes more rigid as you don't have power outlets and as you have a limited income for that. So in something like this, the beauty of this is that this runs at about 400 watt seconds, which gives you a really good amount of coverage, but you don't have to worry about, do I have a power outlet? Am I in a specific location where I need to plug in? That gives you these portability. You have several batteries that you can use and you can have charged. The downside to it, you don't have a lot of power, so if you're trying to take day to night, you're not gonna have enough juice to be able to do it. And if these things are not charged or run out of charge, now you have nothing.
Yeah, which
So-
you would have with a regular head
it would,
anyway. So.
Right, it would be the same scenario. But if
Yeah.
you need to be able to if you need to run portable, and you need to do a lot of different types of work where you're going to be running out of your car, a portable system, I think, is a really, really good system for you to use.
And just to jump on the end of that too, I think there's probably a lot of people wondering, well, what about small speed lights? Nikon, Canon flashes. They're great. They typically do have a line of sight type of a problem with them sometimes. So the Elinchrom, and I'm sure a lot of the other ones that are out there typically use triggers. And I mean, that's why I like them, is they fire. They just always fire versus some of the speed light systems.
Now, power-wise,
Sometimes good. And there's a power difference.
Yeah,
too.
the power difference on that. So I'm not going to necessarily, don't quote me on this, but on average, if this were about 400 watt seconds, let's say your typical 580 EX2 is probably, that's your Canon 580 EX2, SP800, that they probably sit anywhere between 70 and maybe 85 watt seconds. So this is probably about 4 times as powerful.
So it's like big head here, and then your smaller speed light flash.
Right.
All right, cool. Hey, thank you, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Peter Hurley, he's back. He's back. He's got hair in this video, but at this day, just last week, he shaved it off, so he doesn't have hair anymore. But he's back and has got another tip. Let's go take a look.
Hey everybody, he's back. He's back, Mr. Peter Hurley. What's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Now, okay, if you haven't watched it, if this doesn't make any sense to you, go back a couple of D-Town episodes. Peter came in. Let me give you the short of it. New York, LA, photographer. Right? Artist, I say. Now, he has a bunch of different tips. He has a whole bunch of content out there at the peterhurley.com website. And we spent some time previously talking a little bit about what you do when you put the camera up, put the camera down, and it breaks a relationship.
Yep.
So give us another tip. You have another tip for us?
Sure, I got another one. So I shoot a Hasselblad H3D22 that I've had for years. I'm probably due for an upgrade, but I love it. It's a workhorse. It's phenomenal. But I can only shoot one frame at a time. I got to wait a second and then shoot the next one. These DSLRs that come out, how many frames per second can you shoot on that D4?
A D4, you could shoot, what, 10, 11?
So I have photographers coming to my, I have photographers coming to my workshops going, like, it's just like, and we're shooting headshots. What's moving here? A headshot. What are you doing? How much movement is there from one frame to the next?
Okay, so
There's
watch
not
this.
a heck of a lot going on.
Watch
Yeah,
this,
watch. Click, 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 click. Nothing. No movement. No movement. No movement whatsoever. So my thing is take that bursting ability off your camera and actually shoot a shot, make them move in some kind of way and change their expression and shoot your next shot and actually look at what you're shooting instead of bursting. Bursting, first of all, if you have time to edit those bursts, you could be shooting more.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to look at 10 extra pictures where the subject didn't move. And if you look at these proofing sites of a lot of photographers where they put up their clients proofing, there's like headshots. Nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing happened. Oh, the person moved. Holy smokes, can you believe that?
Yeah.
20 shots in. No, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move. That's
But
it.
here's the thing, and those are 2 points that I didn't think about until just like 10 seconds ago, actually, because you said, all right, it doesn't move. How much time do you spend taking a look at each individual image? A couple of seconds, right?
Yeah.
But if you have more than one that kind of look exactly the same, don't think about it so much as how many pictures you're looking at per. You're automatically going to say to yourself one thing: is this one better than this one?
How much time does that take?
So now you've compounded individual time versus comparing time. That's going to just suck all of your time away. And you just finished saying it, and I didn't even think about that. If you show that to your client and you show a whole bunch of non-movement and then you show a move, how do you look as a photographer?
Yeah, they think you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Unbelievable. Plus, if they're really picky and you're critiquing too, they're going to take more of your time if they're sitting next to you to go, well, that one, go back. Oh, go back to that one again. I don't have time for this. After the shoot's done, I'm trying to get them out of my studio.
Right. So it's just
I love
shoot,
them.
move, shoot, move, shoot, move.
Get them out of there.
It's you love them, but you gotta go.
They got enough shebangs. They can leave.
Anyway, for more information, make sure you take a look at peterhurley.com. You'll see him here at D-Town. I'm a big fan. Thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Thanks, man.
I can't wait to do this again.
Welcome back to D-Town TV, the free show for DSLR shooters. RC, Matt, right before the break, all you hear is, hey, bring us back. I'm like, there's not going to be any kind of confusion as who's doing this.
Yep.
Hey, guys, the website to watch this week is worldwidephotowalk.com or kelbywalk.com. There's 2 of them. The Scott Kelby Worldwide Photo Walk is coming. It is here. Very, very soon, you're going to start seeing walks just explode everywhere. So
There was
make
1,100
sure that
of
you
them last year.
Yeah, over 29,000 people did it.
It's
so
big.
this is going to be something that you're going to absolutely watch. So the worldwidephotoWalk.com website, that's where people can sign in and register for walks. But this year, what we're going to do is we want to include a lot of Google Plus activity to this. So by going to kelbywalk.com, right, Kelby walk.com, that's going to reroute you to this page. That's the Scott Kelby Worldwide Photo Walk page on Google Plus. The goal here, the idea here, is to get all of these people to join Google Plus, make circles, interact in real time, and have this kind of giant community event that's happening on Google Plus as it's happening.
As the photo walk happens.
Yeah,
too. That's what
that's
makes
the
it
part
cool.
that I think that's really, really cool.
'Cause then
It'd be great.
you see stuff from all over the world.
Right? That part I think is going to be great. So make sure you take a look at those 2 websites. Those are going to be websites to watch for the next couple of months. You're going to have a great, great time. Matt, we have a prize.
We have a prize. It's a prize we're really excited about this week.
Capture
NX2.
from Nikon. What do? You go to the Kelly TV website, kellytv.com/DTownTV. Look for episode 125. Put in your name, put in your email, put in a comment. Guys, you could be watching this from everywhere. That's the only place for us to get information from you. kellytv.com/DTownTV. Leave us a comment. Let us know what's going on. Matt?
I got
think we're
nothing.
About done, dude.
I'm done. Out of here.
So we will see you guys next week. Thank you for stopping by. See you soon.